Hello, hello. Well, it's been another fabulous month. We've talked about true independence, and today I have a very special surprise for you. I am Coach Renee with QE3 Inspire, and I'm always coming to you to bring little tidbits of wisdom, little pieces of gold to help you get through your moments, because we've talked about life is difficult sometimes, and sometimes we need a laugh, sometimes we need a little piece of joy, and sometimes we need to share, our triumph with other people so that other people can see themselves, celebrate themselves, and find the power to get through the moment. So right now, I have one of my oldest and dearest friends. This is Shaune Brinson Sawyer, and I am so excited to have you with me. We are in St. Petersburg, Florida, we both live in Atlanta, and now we're here and found each other and just had dinner and dessert, and I decided to steal a moment and share it with you, with my buddy. And
unplanned
is the best. Unplanned is the best. But I wanted to take a moment because, Shaune, you are quite accomplished.
Oh,
you're quite accomplished. Now listen, we go back, pre-K? We've determined
known each other since we were about 4 years old.
Yes! 4 y'all, can you see us? Just fabulous. And so we have grown over the years, high school, college, marriage, divorce. And we can laugh about this because I tell you that Shaune has accomplished a lot. Now, let's get to our subject of true independence. Shaune, when did you realize that you had achieved true independence?
Astounding as it is, I was telling Renee that I realized that this year, when I bought my first house by myself.
Yes.
And I was explaining to her that the significance of it for me is that every other home that I have lived in, it was because my husband wanted to live here, or we needed to be in this school district for the kids to go to this school, or this was close to work or whatever. And this time when I moved back to Atlanta, I was house shopping, and it took me 6 months to find a home. But part of the realization is I had to think long and hard about what I really wanted, what was important for me. And I realized that I hadn't been through that thought process before.
How about that? At 55.
Right. 54.
Okay.
Thank you. But anyway. We digress.
Yes.
But it was an epiphany. And the day I signed those papers and I realized I was in a closing and there was nobody else that was going to be bound by any of this but me.
Yes.
I realized and I cried because I realized I was like, I've done this. And
that's awesome.
Yeah. And it was a thing. And I realized, and my daughter made fun of me because I kept saying, it doesn't matter if you like it. I love it,
And that is true.
And it is true. Yeah. And between traveling, because I travel a lot for my job, I've been buying little things for the house. It was, this is what kind of couch I want. I'm buying this couch. I'm still sleeping on a platform bed because I haven't purchased the bed that I've envisioned.
Bed.
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
But I'm looking
it's
for
out
it.
There, yeah.
I just had my deck repaired.
Make your way.
And I woke up and I realized I'm at a certain point in my life, and I told you now, I was like, I think I'm ready to start dating again.
Yay!
Because I realized I've been taking care of me.
Yes.
I'm just now acknowledging it.
Yeah.
But I've raised my kids. I'm taking care of me. I'm paying my bills. I'm traveling when I want to.
I love it.
I'm living my best life.
I love that.
And there's nothing better than to see my friends doing the same, especially the old friends. But we, thick and thin.
Yeah.
And we've seen each other through the ups and the downs and the triumphs and it's the journey.
It's the journey.
It's all about the
journey.
It's all about the journey.
I want to back up just for a moment because I jumped in there, but I want you, because I'm also trying to get everybody to understand the power of celebration. I want you to introduce yourself. I want you to share, because that you are just now reaching a point to step into this awareness of your own true independence comes from you achieving what, Shaune? What have you achieved?
I don't know.
Come on.
I've raised my kids.
Yes.
My kids are both brilliant and wonderful, sweet people.
Yes,
good-hearted people.
Yes.
I'm successfully educated.
Yes.
And
come on now.
I'm happy about that.
Yes.
I went to I went to Emory University. Had a great experience there. I later went to DePaul College of Law, so I've been a practicing attorney, litigator, putting together business deals, and now I work in the space, which is my true passion, for creating diversity, equity, and inclusion. And I love what I'm doing, and I've been doing that in that space for 20 years. So before it became in vogue,
right?
This
one was doing it.
I was doing it.
Pathfinder, Trailblazer.
That's a good name. I've always been an advocate. So I'm learning, and my son always points out that I advocate better for other people than I do for myself, which is true.
Okay.
But it's
growth area.
It's a growth area, right?
Yeah.
And the first step is acknowledging that. But I've been blessed. I've been blessed to have a wonderful family, true friends, and a great education. And I feel like because I've been given all that, it's up to me to give it back.
I love it.
And to share my story, my triumphs, my challenges, because none of what I've achieved was easy.
Yes.
And I would argue that we all go through a constant evolution.
Yes.
Because it's ongoing. We evolve each and every day.
Absolutely.
We learn something different. Something else
we
comes.
Fall,
somebody enters our lives.
We fail. We get up. We take a step. We may fall down
and you're stronger.
Again. And you're stronger because of it.
Right.
Because we were both laughing earlier, which is so funny, that we are the overcomers of divorce. Mm-hmm. And I will tell you, because I know your story and mine, that very difficult, very trying times with children.
Challenging because the person that you thought you could trust most in the world, you realize that you can't.
You can't.
And then after self-examination and reflection after the fact, you realize that neither of you is bad people.
Yes.
But you just did not belong to each other.
That's
didn't
right.
belong together.
Yes.
And so we all have to find that person that we have that synergy, I would say,
That's right.
with in order to go through life.
And I will also say, just because of what I've learned, is that I actually enabled the circumstance, the situation, allowed the person in my life and did not see the things that I should have seen. And so failing forward was me seeing myself and seeing what I enabled and acknowledging it, standing in it,
right,
growing from it, and allowing myself to heal from it.
And you also saw what you were made of.
Absolutely.
Because that is the one thing for me, when I look back, it is so hard to look back sometimes, and I realize, how in the hell did I get through that? How did I go through that and come out on the other side?
Smelling like a rose.
Yes.
Thank you.
And trying to look good. But that's what it's you too, girl. But that's what it's about. And I think like when I hear people say Black girl magic,
yes,
that is what gets us through. I think being able to share who we are, and accepting, and it doesn't necessarily have to be Black girl magic.
Yeah, that's true.
But sometimes that's what helps.
Yeah,
and having those women in your lives that will pick you up,
absolutely,
and remind
love you just as you are, and remind you what you're made of. I think is what,
and that you've got your power. That you've got power.
You ain't lost nothing.
Exactly.
From what you went through. You ain't lost nothing.
Nothing.
You're more powerful. You just got to see it. You just got to stand in it.
And you've got to feel it. And and it's something you say to me a lot. You always say, wear whatever makes you feel good.
That's right. Not good, fabulous.
That is true. That is
wear
true.
what makes you feel fabulous. And do your...
Own it.
Own it.
Own it.
Live your life. You know what? We did that.
Be your authentic self.
Thank you.
That is what we're all about.
And that's what we're all about. Thank you, Shaune.
I can't believe you made me do that.
I think we're going to try to do it again. Right? Let me know if you loved it. Let Shaune know you loved her, because you're fabulous, girl.
Oh, goodness.
And this was fun, but we're going to go and probably have a
drink or two.
Bye.
Bye.